welcome to this run-through, very quick, of the Exodus Garden Cosmodrome Lost Sector. I didn't really set this up or expect to be recording a tutorial because this was my first time attempting this on the Legend difficulty. Because you'll see here, the bonuses I don't really focus on that much, but the main thing, barrier and overload champions, as well as void damage burn. So that's mainly what I went with my build. As a void warlock, very good for high void output. The succession sniper rifle, not even my best. The main thing on that is the high magazine count and the major spec to do more damage to champions. Monarch, because there's lots of adds and not a lot of shields, but mainly void shields as well. Get that void damage. Bad omens with tracking and major. Again, super awesome damage to champions. And the main build we've gone on this character would be the Argent Ordnance. When you charge with light and you ready your rocket launcher, you get super damage on rocket shots. Pick up lots of ammo for the rocket launcher as well as sniper, but not that important. Build up charge with light with the bow shots there. Increase as many charge with light items that I can. Got to make sure you got those barrier and overload mods on, as well as the shield break, which wasn't as important as I thought it would be, but it definitely helped a lot. And then make sure you get lots of those bricks. So let's get into my first and only attempt at this Lost Sector on Warlock class. So as we come in, we see we have a lot of ads kind of just swarming around. The normal ads don't have any shields besides the servitors here, but again, I got charged light ×2 just by breaking that one shield. Not even using it except on champions, using up those stacks. So just getting rid of the ads real quick. They're going to be an anti-barrier one off to the right pretty soon. But again, none of the ads except the... there might be some solar damage somewhere, but I didn't really notice it. But the servitors definitely do some void damage shots as well. So charge with that grenade, throw it in. For exotic armor, you know, that grenade charge definitely helps, but I didn't feel like it was absolutely necessary. So when I tried this on my... oh yeah, the overload guy just popped in out of nowhere, but got him quick with the bow, and then didn't really even have a strategy for running this fight. I threw a lot of rocket shots out without even looking for the ammo. I had more than enough that I needed. I didn't get that Vandal, but he'll show up a little bit later. So this was a solo flawless run, I think. Again, this was my first attempt, wasn't even trying. I only really watched one video just to confirm that, you know, not a lot of people run void builds, at least on the tutorial videos, but it definitely helps, especially with the charging up the grenades. Most of the champions aren't very mobile, especially those anti-barrier ones. They don't move around, especially on some of the Europa Lost Sectors, but if you get that guy down, you can toss a grenade right on his head, and my rockets go pretty quickly there. Caught him just before he teleported, so that was very lucky. A lot of these get very lucky, but there's a servitor and an anti-barrier servitor right there, so I decided, let's just dump a grenade right on there, hopefully get him before he freezes, and just tank the damage from everybody else. Wait for that barrier to come up. Always like to leave an item in the magazine just for that. And again, I know he's going to get his health back, so I decide I'm kind of worrying about these. So pop that shield right there and try to get as much damage downrange as I can. It took me a while to get that guy above because there's just so many ads coming down that lane. It was very convenient. Monarch does very well, especially if you get those precision hits. And again, these enemies aren't very mobile. They rush you. There's a lot of exploders that don't take a lot of damage, especially if you have a high enough boost to your power level. I felt like the Monarch and a high, you know, good blast radius on your rocket launcher did serve me very well for this attempt. And I got lucky without not really planning my build out much, except for the Argent Ordnance and making sure I had enough charge with light shots. But again, I'm going into the boss room with charge with light ×3. I haven't used my rockets that much except on the champions. There's no more champions. How much do I get his health down here? I don't even know. I don't even check. Oh, I got down over half with just my rocket. So the boss is done. I just have to wipe up the ads, and those servitors are mostly dead. But as you can see, the other ads aren't really that much of a deal because I've already taken them out. I guess maybe the Nova Bomb got them. There's some shanks that are gonna spawn. Here, I get the new exotic first time, first try on this legendary without really planning it out that bad. And that's the tutorial. I mean, on Warlock it seems to be pretty easy because they have pretty good distance, no void super. But other than that, pretty damn easy. Thanks a lot.